Wow. Hey people. So I'm back in my hometown grocery store parking lot. This is where I record videos, I guess. This is kind of just like how I get out of the house and like I can get my unfiltered thoughts, because I feel like if I record at home, I'm always kind of giving like filtered, because I just don't want to disturb my parents because they're always doing something. Like my mom's working today. I don't want to record in my room. I don't want to record outside in the back. Like my dad works outside. He's doing some yard work. And what did I do today? What have I been doing for the past month? I've been sunbathing. Yeah. And the color, let's talk about it. Like, what? Like, it's so good. So I love that. And I look good, period. I cut my hair, I feel like, a little too much. I trim my hair. I don't know if it's really noticeable or if anyone actually gives a shit. No one really gives a shit. That's fine. I was gonna talk about The Boys today. I feel like I just watched the series finale for season 5, which they don't have it here at my cinema because they were playing it at some cinemas, which I'm like, girl, okay, like, it's not that serious. It's like really not a major holiday. We really don't give a fuck. Okay. What else do I want to say? I don't even know. So last time, what was I talking about? Like a guy, whatever. He's over and I don't think about him anymore. It was literally just like a week wasted of my life. I'm like, what? Like, what was the reason? What was the reason? But there is a reason, and I don't know what it is, but it's just gonna reveal itself in time. That's totally fine. I just got gas. It was $50. I didn't even fill the whole tank. So honestly, whatever. And I'm still looking for a job. I've applied to so many places. Let's talk about it. I applied to Ulta Beauty, which is like a 20, 25, 30-minute drive from my house. I would work at Ulta Beauty. Ulta, hire me. I'm really good at makeup and I'm really social. And I feel like this is just like this, you know, boom, that would work. Unfortunately, no one wants to hire a fucking college student for like 3 months. Cause what do? I applied to fucking Taco Bell and I didn't even get a goddamn call back, which honestly good because they're always packed and it's always rednecks. I applied to a skate rink, but the position was filled allegedly. And probably also because like, well, it was a weekend job, which maybe I should have like been a little bit more on top of that, but I wanted to work full time because I'm tired of staying at home, so whatever. So then I applied to Stewart's, which is, if you don't know, if you're not from New York, is a local gas station chain. It's like where you get ice cream and like snacks and shit. It's just like it's like it's like an upstate bodega. It's just a gas station. It's a fucking gas station. And I applied there. I've heard nothing back. I applied in person. I handed them the fucking slip. I was like, I will work 50 hours a week. I put that on there. I was like, I'll do 50 hours a fucking week. And the other thing is, this summer I'm gonna be gone two times in the summer. I don't know where. No, just kidding. I know where, but I just don't want to like say where. But I'm gonna be gone 2 times in the summer for upwards of a week. So who's gonna hire someone who's gonna be 2 weeks not even in the fucking country? Wait, I'm gonna be in the country for one of them. We're both of them. I don't know. Anyways. So it's just been like kind of a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. I'm between Subway, which I still have to ask about what's going on, and a camp counselor at a local camp. That's where I'm at. And the camp one seems cool. I definitely love, I was about to say I love hanging with kids, but I don't know if I really do, but I'm good around kids. I'm good around kids. I can manage, and I think it should be acceptable for one of the sessions that I'm not like fully there. So I just hope I get that because there's nothing else, and I've been applying everywhere, and I'm gonna apply it to more places. Anyways, so enough about that. I'm here to talk about The Boys today. I have like a lot of thoughts about The Boys. Like I would post on TikTok, but like I said, like short form content just never does me justice because I need like an hour long segment just to like fully vocalize and express all of my thoughts. And what did I think about the season 5 finales? Oh, so full spoilers ahead for every single one of the seasons. So if you haven't watched The Boys, season 1, 2, 3, whatever the fuck. Go watch it. It's a really good show. It's really interesting. It's very oddly politically relevant. So I definitely like that the creators kind of took a more, poignant standpoint on American politics, especially what's going on now with our current president, just because it feels like a lot of shows, media, people in general are just ignoring it. So I'm really glad that we got that. So let's talk about The Boys. I think I have a lot of grievances with how this season was handled. Now, my first issue is how Starlight is nerfed. Like, since season 3, the writers have spent building her up, right? Like, we get this whole fight scene between her and Soldier Boy. She flies in the air, her eyes are glowing like a lot, okay? And it's like, oh my god, like, she's about to get fucking power up. She blasts him back. That's the only thing she does. That's literally all she does. And then she like falls on the ground. So great. Then we get season 4. She can fly. This bitch can fly now. And we get the end of season 4 where she like she did the whole damn thing. I was so gagged. I was like, her powers are back. She's back and better than ever. Then we get season 5. What she loses to Opastor, which to this day I am just like mad. It just doesn't make sense because I really do think there were some complications just like behind the scenes, because Erin, the actress for Starlight, did talk about how she had a lot of health problems and wasn't gonna watch season 5. Just, I don't know why, but I think she just said it was gonna like remind her of like how insanely bad her health was, which obviously to each their own, like that makes total sense. But why I'm bringing this up is just because like I do think that they had to kind of limit the amount of stunts and scenes that Starlight could do that were like kind of like active, you know, like exercise, not like exercise, but like strenuous on the body. And like obviously she can't push herself for every fucking scene out there, like so they had to like make scenes that counted. So her losing to Opastor, in my mind, it just made no sense. She would have demolished him. Like, I just don't understand. I just don't fucking get why she didn't win that fight against him. That was one thing that I was very disappointed about. And just the fight scenes in general this season were kind of like until the very end, they were all very like lackluster. They were all just very like, you know, like, and I get The Boys is more of like a show, satire, whatever, on superheroes. It's a comedy, whatever. But like a lot of people, including myself, are hooked on the action of it all. Like, we don't want to just like we love the story and we love this and we love that, but like the action is where it shines, and it's notoriously known for being a violent show. So hello, if you put a bunch of violence in your fucking show, like obviously you need to back it up with amazing fight scenes, which I feel like they were all so solid. But like season 5 was just really not doing it for me. Like, this is Amazon's like most popular show. They said they have 55 million viewers tuning in, and you're telling me the budget couldn't afford a little bit more CGI? I was just very, like, annoyed. I'm not saying the CGI was bad. I'm just saying, like, we needed more fight scenes. I was just very underwhelmed there. Let's talk about Ryan. Sorry, that name gives me trauma. But Ryan this season shows up one episode, and then another episode. 2 out of 8 episodes. He's completely irrelevant. Meanwhile, the entire show has hinged on him. Is he going to become Homelander? Whose side is he going to choose? Like, what is he going to do? And we get this cheap-ass line about, I choose myself. Oh, fucking really? You're supposed to show, not tell. Like, that's like the #1 rule of writing. But they just told it to us because the fan base is fucking stupid. Like, that's another thing I have a problem with. The Boys fans are actually fucking brain dead. Like, so Ryan, nowhere to be found. Except in the end, when he fights Homelander. Great, wonderful, fucking amazing, whatever. And then that one episode where he also fights Homelander, hello, like, so it was just, whatever. And like, no offense to the actor, but the acting was, sorry, I'm sorry, I feel bad. He's just like a kid. Well, bitch, me too, whatever. He's also very gay. I'm sorry, maybe that's not like a nice thing to say. I just think he's very gay. Like, he's giving me like Noah Schnapp, like, which, if he is gay, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that you're gay. I love gay people. I am gay. Anyways, so... Oh, yeah, the fandom. The fandom is fucking dumb. The fandom is fucking stupid. This is why I wanted to make this video, actually, because the amount of The Boys fans... The Boys, what the fuck do I... The amount of people who love the show and hate Starlight, and love the Deep. Oh, it makes me mad. Oh, it makes me mad. Oh, it makes me mad. Because what do you mean? He's a fucking rapist. And the thing is, like, yeah, we could have given him a redemption arc, but the writers clearly put him in the direction of just going completely downhill. He follows Homelander to the very end and he pays for it, which, spoiler, he dies. Because Starlight fucking obliterates him, period. And I open Instagram Reels. I'm like, oh my god, like little The Boys edits, The Boys content, and then like I open the comments. I generally open the comments, and literally, what do I see? I see a bunch of fucking Deep fans, and they're like, the Peak would never lose to Starlight. I'm like, he's literally he's the weakest person in the fucking 7. Like we've been new about this. Like he doesn't do anything, and people are like his durability and this, that, and I'm like, you know what, you're right about that, because the power scaling issue is another problem in The Boys, and like a lot of superhero universes, which I get it gets complicated, but there was a power scaling issue in this season. Sorry, someone just like looked at me. I don't know. But there was a lot of power scaling issues in this season specifically, because we have a spin-off show called Gen V, which kind of goes off of The Boys universe and builds off of it. And initially, I really thought Gen V was just a show to like build up extra characters to introduce them to the main plot, like Marie Moreau, Jordan Lee. Who else do we have? Like, I forgot her name, but she's the one who can turn small and big. And Sam Riordan or whatever the fuck, and Kate Dunlop. Like, where were they this entire season? We get a Kate feature in season 4. We get a Kate feature in season 4 with Sam. So you think they would be a little bit integral to the plot, considering that they're literally like some of the most powerful soups on the fucking planet. Especially Marie Moreau, who's the second Odessa baby, which if you didn't watch Gen V, basically like the program that made Homelander, there was 2 survivors of that program, and number 1 was Homelander and number 2 was Marie. And basically for all of Gen V, the writers are saying she's as powerful as Homelander, she can do more than Homelander, she brings someone back from the fucking dead, for Christ's sakes, she can look at someone and like control them, like their body, because she has blood manipulation. So for her to not even be in the finale, where she quite literally is the most powerful soup, could defeat Homelander on her own, it disappointed me. And it also just feels very insensitive in this climate, because like, hear me out, I'm your one friend that's too woke, but hear me out on this. We have the show about a powerful black protagonist who is also a woman. That shit is canceled, but Amazon starts fucking vault rising about a bunch of neo-Nazis. It's like, it just to me, it's just like a slap in the face for gay people, queer people, for people of color, for fucking everyone, because Marie was also queer. She was a fucking gay, wait, she wasn't gay, she was like bi, sorry. She was a queer black woman who's the most powerful soup in the fucking universe. Like, you think that would, and like, you think with also like the type of commentary that The Boys has, where it's like very political, where it feels very relevant, where it's like, oh, like they are not afraid to comment about all this stuff. Like, you think we would introduce Marie to like kind of be like the solution to Homelander. Like, Homelander's like this white fucking, like, he's fucking crazy, he's Donald Trump, like, right? Well, you think we would have him, and you would think we'd have the antithesis of him, which is a powerful queer black woman taking him down, bitch, because she could. But they don't even do that. And I get it, because you have to wrap it up and stay true to the comics. You know, we have the whole Butcher and the entire squad. Like, this is what they've been working toward. But I just feel like those characters got so shortchanged so quickly. Oh. It's killer in here. I'm definitely gonna try it and wrap this up ASAP. I am sweating so bad, but I have a lot more to say. So, what else did I want to say? So, you think that like she would be more integral to the plot along with Jordan Lee, because here's again the power scaling issue. In episode 1 of Gen V, we have this hero whose name is Golden Boy, and he's allegedly more powerful than Homelander. He's supposed to replace him actually in the 7. So he's randomly introduced, blah blah blah, whatever happens in Gen V, he dies, whatever. And like, Jordan Lee goes hand to hand, toe to toe with him, which means Jordan theoretically is as powerful as Golden Boy, which means they're more powerful than Homelander. So now we have 2 soups that are as powerful, if not more powerful, than Homelander. And Sam allegedly is also as powerful as Homelander. So I'm like, where are the Gen V kids? Because at the end of Gen V, Starlight comes from the fucking sky and she's like, we like, you want to join the fucking rebellion? What are they doing? Rescue missions every fucking day? Because all we needed them, they could have just fucking ended the entire series right there. And that's the problem. It's like, you build all these characters up to be so powerful, and then you cast them off. Maria Moreau does nothing. She has 2 minutes of screen time and a heart-to-heart with Starlight that feels so fucking forced, because we don't even know who she is if you didn't watch Gen V. And it just hurts so bad to see your people fucking thrown to the side like they're nothing. Like, girl, like, she was so important. And it's just like, it really is indicative of the political climate, because Amazon just doesn't want to see a black queer woman win at the end of the day. Like, they'll capitalize off of her when they need to, when the time is right, when the political climate says yes. But then when it comes to constant and consistent allyship and support, it's just like a complete cut, which to me is very disingenuous and just very telling of the company. And the writer, he said he loved Gen V, he loved writing them, and so I don't blame him for this. You know, he has to answer to the powers that be, and I feel like that's another part of this. It's like, we don't really know the full story. Like, we have Erin's health, and we have a bunch of other like really good reasons why the writing might not be as great, because in Gen V, actually, season 2, it felt also similarly kind of rushed and a little bit inconsistent with his pacing, because one of the cast members unfortunately passed away, which I had no idea. And they have to write around that, and it's just like, it's like, I think there are just so many things going on behind the scenes that like made this season kind of like a little bit you know, like worse than all the other seasons. Hi girl, I'm like about to like grab food. I'm like so hungry and dying. I promised myself that I would eat, but like, eat before this video. Obviously I'm gonna fucking eat. Hello. So I was, I don't know. And again, with people saying that Starlight can't defeat them, I don't understand why people like the Deep. Like, I get it. Like, he's a funny character. He's like a really great comic relief. Chace Crawford is a hilarious actor. He's so good. And I have nothing but good things to say about all the actors, honestly. Like, especially like Stormfront's actor. Like, I don't know her name, but she's incredible. She played the shit out of Stormfront. I really just did not like her in The Boys. So that means she's a great actress. So that's how I feel about Chace Crawford. But I'm just like, I think it's very telling what kind of character you like and relate to. Because at the end of the day, like, why would you like the Deep? He raped Starlight. And people still find a way to hate women, even in a fucking show, where they just flip it on their head. She's not as powerful. She shouldn't be able to defeat him. Like, this, that, the other. She's so annoying. And it's just like, even if you don't like Starlight, you should be on her fucking side, is the thing. It just pisses me off. And everyone's like, the peak, the peak, the peak. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like, he doesn't deserve the hype. He's literally a piece of shit. And he deserved what was fucking coming to him. Because he died a comical death, bitch. And that's how you clear a bitch. And that's all I have to say on that. Ugh, I'm like, slowly my mental quality is like degrading, and like I'm low-key just like getting hot, and like this is probably gonna be a shorter video just because I'm like so tired, and like I need to eat and probably just like swim. Like, it's a hot day and like I'm losing my train of thought, but like whatever. What other problems did I have with season 5? So Marie Moreau wasn't in it. I was pissed. The Ryan problem, the power scaling. Even Starlight's conclusion felt a little bit like it did not pass the Bechdel test, you know? She's pregnant, she's becoming a mother, this, that, the other, and I'm just like, it feels very Adam Eve. Like, I haven't watched Invincible, but a lot of people have the same grievances about the women characters in that show, which allegedly they're better than the comics, which obviously, hello, they're better than the comics and The Boys too. But it just feels like it falls into a lot of the same misogynistic pitfalls, where it's just like, her happy ending is her being like a wife. And I'm not like mad that she ended up with Huey, of course. Like, I think they're a great couple, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they could have done her a little bit better, especially because it just seemed like so many times she was so weak for no reason. Like, I just don't understand it. Okay, let's talk about things I did like, though. Anthony Starr, oh my god, he ate. Like, all I have to say is, like, the acting in the final episode is so good. Like, I was laughing and just, like, I was like, oh my god, this is so good. Because he's like, I'll suck your dick like I do. I'll do whatever you want. And he, like, he gets, like, a gay voice, too. I'm like, why do you have a gay voice? Like, why are you doing that? Like, that's not funny, but it is funny. Because he's just like, I'll suck your dick. Like, I'm like, what? Like, when did... It's so funny. Like, I'm dying. Like, it was amazing. So, that was great. Carl Urban, love him. That's... I hope none of them see this fucking video. Because okay, I should have done a preface at the beginning of the video. Like, obviously, writing is hard, number one, and then they have to answer to their bosses and the powers that be and deadlines and all this shit that just makes it kind of impossible to, like, have, like, a really good, like, conclusion. Like, you know, let's be honest. The Boys is a show. It's about profit at the end of the day. That's why Amazon's fucking milking it to its bone. That's another thing I'm very mad about is the Vault Rising promotion. Like, Bombsight, even Stormfront, even though she's dead, she gets more mentions than Marie Moreau this entire season, which feels, again, backhanded, platforming a Nazi in your show over the queer black woman. I know they're not intending to be racist, but I feel like at the end of the day, that's how it comes across, because I truly do think the powers that be who they are, Jeff Bezos, Amazon, whatever the fuck, just, they hate us. They hate queer people, they hate black people, they hate people of color, they hate fucking everyone, and they're gonna want a show that's, like, about Vault Rising, and none of us care. I don't care personally. I'm really not gonna be too clocked into that. I think I'll try it and watch the episode. If it really hooks me, I'll watch it, but I'm just not into it. I'm not into the direction that it's heading, and I feel like it's just being milked to its bone, you know what I mean? Like, I think the appeal of so many of these superhero shows is that they are parodies, right? Like, they are unconventional. They're not the MCU. And the MCU has its own charm, but it's very conventional in its own way. Like, I think The Boys makes fun of the MCU. You have the VCU. You have all of these jabs at, like, you know, what is it called? I don't know. It's just like how corporate everything is, like how everything needs to be made a movie and a series and capitalized off of, and that was what made it so cool. Is like you have this entire universe where it's like the VCU, Vault is like this fucking like monopoly. Like it's a lot of commentary on corporations, and now they're just becoming that, like, because now you're doing The Boys Mexico or whatever the fuck, and you're also doing fucking Vault Rising, and just God knows where it's gonna go with all these heroes. And truly, it's a great opportunity. Again, Gen V I really did like, but I just think now it's getting a little bit too much. Like, Gen V felt like the right amount of like spin-offness of the show, because I felt like it was gonna tie into the main show, which is why I have a problem with the characters not being used at all in the show, is because Gen V was about building all of them up for them to join the resistance. Then they're not even in season 5, so that felt very backhanded. And that's why I think now I have like a little bit of a problem with the whole Vault universe, is because I don't care about Claire. I don't care about Stormfront. I don't care about The Boys Mexico. What the fuck are we gonna do there? I don't care. That's the thing. I don't care. I cared about Gen V because I thought these characters were gonna be relevant to the plot in season 5. But they weren't. So that's what really disappointed me. I don't really know what else I have to say. Like, so obviously, like, they did the best that they could. I'm pretty happy with the ending. I don't know. I did expect Homelander, like, when they... No, I think they were always going to go with the comic version, and they did the comic justice in the end. So I feel like that was fine. I don't have too much to say about that. What else was I gonna say? I just think I really got on this, I really got on The Boys late. So I really, I got into it over winter break, so like December. I just feel like it went downhill, and I feel like all shows do when you get to season 5 at the end of the day. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like the same thing happened with the Umbrella Academy, and it's like the season 5 curse, you know? It's like you watch these shows and there's a bunch of Flanderization, because like what are you supposed to do for 5 seasons, you know? Like, I feel like the writers can finish it in 3 seasons. Like, I really feel like season 4 maybe should have been the last of The Boys, but because there are so many times where you have plot holes where Homelander could have died or the boys could have died, and there's all of this plot armor that just solely exists for continuing the show. And I get it, they have to. So I don't want to be like a bitch and be like, oh, like this thing is like perfect. Like, it was bound to be flawed. I'm happy at the end of the day. I'm happy that Starlight got a happy ending. But again, there should have been more deaths and more stakes that the show should have had. I think Starlight should have died. I do. I feel like she should have, and I'm glad that she didn't, but it feels like a very, like, oh, let's just, like, throw this out for the fans. Because who dies? Homelander dies. That's for the fans, obviously, because that's what everyone's expecting. We knew that was going to happen. The Deep dies. Okay, that makes sense. He's irredeemable. Get rid of him. Who else dies in season 5? Firecracker. Her death was perfectly executed. I have no notes about that entire episode. The first episode with A-Train's death and what hers was the 4th or 5th, those 2 episodes were some of the best television I've seen today. Incredible, and I have absolutely no notes. The acting was incredible. The writing was incredible. Those made sense. Who dies? Butcher dies. Okay, whatever. Like, I guess that makes sense. Huey lives. Okay, that's like, I don't have a problem with that. Starlight and Kimiko live. Oh, Frenchie dies. I don't know. All the stakes felt just like, it felt like nothing. It felt like playtime. I was just bored. Like, Firecracker's death had more of an impact on me than Frenchie's death, because she dies in such like a like visceral, guttural, violent way. Like, she's completely fucking thrown out by Homelander, and that is how you do it. With how Frenchie dies, it feels like a soap opera. It felt forced, and I was sad. But I was sad like I was watching a soap opera and not like I was watching The Boys. And that's the problem that I have. There's too much Flanderization with season 5. I get it. I'm not gonna blame the writers. It's just how it is. It's just how I felt. And everyone can have their own fucking opinion. Because at the end of the day, are they releasing this? No. And if they do, hi girl, how are you? My final grievance that I'm gonna talk about and go home because I'm hungry, sweating, dying, and thirsty now, and I have no water, is this. Soldier Boy. Ever since he was introduced, he has been the cornerstone of The Boys going completely downhill. I have no idea why he's so relevant in The Boys. In the comics, he's a sniveling little pussy, which obviously they changed things from the comics, but they really made him to be a Captain America, and that is what made me mad. Okay, it's like you get kind of like a lot of nuance with a lot of the characters. Like, they're very like in gray areas. And Soldier Boy, we had that at the beginning where I want to talk about this subplot of MM's revenge against Soldier Boy. This was something that never really came to a concrete conclusion, which I was really upset about, because that was MM's whole reason for living. But I guess he lets go, whatever. And for me, I was just mad because it feels like the subtext gets lost throughout the series, where we start season 3 with Soldier Boy and he's like the same as Stormfront. He's behind closed doors racist, like a racist piece of shit, and we hear that so many times. Hell, take the fight between Maeve, fucking Soldier Boy, all of them, and they are neutralizing him with halothane gas, and he goes, "You're not a hero, you're just another racist piece of shit that we can't seem to get rid of." What happened to that plot? Because we threw that out. Because in season 5 and season like 4, I feel it. Wait, was he even in season 4? I don't even remember. But throughout the rest of The Boys, he just feels like I don't know what he feels like, but he doesn't feel right. That nuance is lost. And briefly, Ryan mentions in the actual last episode that Soldier Boy is a racist piece of shit. Where did this go? Why are we getting a spinoff with him? This is another thing. I just don't get where that went. So I don't know. Listen, I'm really tired. I'm really thirsty. I want to go home. I'm hungry. And I've just been complaining for the past 30 minutes. And this is probably like not a good video. I don't care. I'm going to post it anyways. And yeah, just like peace out. I'll see y'all later. Okay. Love y'all. Bye.